Dude, this just in. We just got ourselves a hot new hatch. Are you ready?
Yep.
Literally, it was just delivered. And guys, in this video, we want to show this car to you, walk around it, show you all the features. But what else are we doing?
At the end of the video, we're going to give you the price. Now, it's an interesting number, and you may not expect this price. So.
No, I was really surprised when I saw it, and I think you guys will be also surprised. So let's get out of the car and let's show it around, and show all the features.
This might be one of the nicest reds available.
Absolutely.
South of $100,000.
You know, they say, you know, the GTI VW is the hot hatch, right? Maybe a Ford Fiesta ST is a hot hatch.
Right.
But what about this? Doesn't it has a unique quality to it? All-wheel drive, right?
All-wheel drive, which is an option. So the Mazda 3, which was completely redone and reintroduced, came out last year with an option of all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive in a car like this, there aren't that many other vehicles in this class that have that available. But here's the thing. It's available not only as a hatchback, but also as a sedan, once again with all-wheel drive. But there's something really peculiar about this that you might actually enjoy. Some of you guys might too. If you get the base model, you still get a 6-speed automatic transmission. That's what this has, right?
Okay, okay.
What if you want a manual transmission?
What, I should go somewhere else, right?
No, you can get a manual transmission, but only at the top of the line, but without all-wheel drive.
But this is not it. This is not a manual.
No,
it's not a manual. But this red, I mean, so if you guys are tired of crossovers, right? If you're tired about, you know, all that stuff, this is an all-wheel drive proper hatch. Check this out. Check the interior out. It's got leather. And what is this color called again?
Well, the exterior is known as Soul Red Crystal Metallic. So
see, it even sounds fancy.
Yeah, it does. The interior, now there are other options out there to where you can get a multicolor interior with different leather, but in my book, it's still one of the top of the class in terms of interior layouts. So very comfortable, somewhat upscale car for its size and for its class. However, with that being said,
yes,
I wanted to list a couple things here.
Yes.
I don't want you to see too much of this Maroni, because at the end of the video we got some stuff going on.
Yeah, we'll tell you the price of this fully loaded car. Let me pop the hood while you're talking, so we can show the engine too.
So, one of the things that Mazda really wanted to push with this car is high tech. High tech is something that is expensive, right? Maybe not. Because you have Nissan and Toyota that have standard safety components that are fairly expensive, that are entering in with cars that are very inexpensive. Mazda doesn't quite have the same things. First, let's talk to Andre about what's under the hood. Now, Andre, that should be a 186 horsepower 4-cylinder engine that is a Skyactiv G, yes?
Yes, yes, it even says it right here, Skyactiv G. I mean, this is their latest and greatest technology. You know, there are no turbocharger under here, right?
No, which is a real shame.
Which is a shame. I think Mazda, if you're listening, Mazda Speed 3, please, eventually bring it back. But it's fairly torquey, right? It's 186 pound-feet of torque.
Right.
And this is their latest just thinking, their methodology of thinking. Dave Coleman is one of the engineers and designers of this, right? And he always talks about balance, you know, how the driver fits into the seat. And I just felt that just coming in here, just how it's properly feeling like a proper sporty hatch.
It is sporty-ish, but there have been a lot of changes with this vehicle. Now, first of all, these cars weigh between 3,100 and 3,300 pounds. So they're not exactly lightweight. But with this power plant, it's still one of the most powerful cars in its class without a turbocharger. So that is saying something. However, they do build a turbocharged version of this car. It exists, just you can't buy it. And that is a race car version. That's a whole different kettle of fish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But what's the EPA rating on this, dude? Do you have that?
Yep, 27 miles per gallon combined. That's not bad. That's 24 city and 32 highway. Bear in mind, this has all-wheel drive, and that extra parasitic loss by having your rear end working all the time means that extra loss, well, it's not so bad. right? So,
no, and it's a very intelligent system, right? It does a lot of,
and it does prevent some of that loss from happening. Now, we were talking about intelligence, and we were talking about components that are available in perhaps some other cars and not this car. Let me read off, and actually we can do a little bit of an interior tour while I read this off.
Okay.
Come on over here and let's look inside. And Andre, you have the key, right?
Yeah, I do.
So why don't you show them some of the digital stuff while I go over this. Now, this is the one thing that makes me kind of scratch my head a little bit. It's just the lack of options. Now, this car is fully loaded.
Yes.
So it does have dynamic stability control, traction control, driver attention alert, ABS, of course, advanced dual front airbags, of course.
Hold on.
Side impacts airbags, of course. But it has, you know, the other things, the lane, departure warning, lane keep assist, high beam controls. But what it's not showing me is the crazy amount of safety features that are standard in both Toyota and Nissan.
Yes, but I have a heads-up display, so I don't know if you can lean in here. The camera guy Alex is helping us out today, but there is a heads-up display. It's showing me my speed right now, and just the driving position. I'm over 6'2", and my seat is not completely all the way back, and I'm really comfy, and I can see what the Mazda engineers are talking about. They're just talking about being centered over the steering wheel. You feel like you're fully attached. You know, you're in this car, you're part of it, you're one with the machine. I can totally see that feeling. Here is of course, the automatic controls here. They still have their rotary dial for the navigation and the infotainment system. That's here in the middle. And I want to make sure that my volume is all the way down. It's pretty easy to use, but it's not probably the highest tech. I don't know, can you focus on the middle screen here? I'm gonna put the car in reverse really quickly. Yes, it has a reverse camera, but it doesn't move. Oh, there's Nathan. Hey, look at that, he's dancing back there. The lines don't move though when I turn my steering wheel.
Nor does it have a 360 view, nor does it have any of the other views and multiple views and multiple cameras that a lot of the competitors have.
That's true. It is pretty high resolution though, because I really don't like on some of the new Toyotas, the resolution is not really great on their backup cameras. So at least that is there. And this car has heated seats, heated steering wheel. And it has this button here, Nathan, which I think does some of the driver, at least safety technologies right here.
Yeah. It also has radar cruise control, and one of the things that separates this car from a lot of the other cars in its class
Check it out over here.
Actually what's in the back. So once Andre's... Oh, hey, Andre, you need to show them the cool stereo system. Not so much the fact that it sounds good, but
well, we can't play any music right now.
No.
But look, Bose.
I love that.
Bose.
You know
Nice.
who else does that? Mercedes-Benz. And I'm willing to bet when they were getting together and building this car, they said, hey, Mercedes does that, let's do that too.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go to the back of the car? I'm going to rev the engine so your microphone can actually kind of capture that. Let me get that in the back.
All right, hold on, leaning down.
Look at that, over 6,000 RPM. Really high revving, really quick.
Sky Active in your mouth, nothing quite like that. But it sounds pretty good. It's got, Mazda always has a good sound, even in their least expensive cars. They kind of, well, God, I don't want to say it.
What?
The zoom sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
But now it's Sky Active sound.
Yeah, they want to throw away some of their past and the whole zoom thingy.
Well, zoom, I like zoom.
Why don't you get in there? I want to show everybody something.
To sit behind myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to move that brush.
Okay, here's your brush. Not yours, but it came with the car.
Like I need it.
Okay.
Oh, and down goes Frasier.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
I've seen medieval torture devices with more room.
So, okay, my knees are touching.
You think?
Yes, but my head is also very much touching.
Yeah.
I mean, look
this is
at
the
this.
part that really surprised me when I first drove this vehicle, which was a few months back. Because even though it is a hatchback, so the roof does continue, you have to drop your head inside of it. So the headroom isn't as good as many of the competitors. I just drove.
But look.
I know it looks
sexy,
really good.
sexy.
Shut the door. I want to show everybody how
sexy.
This is the whole, you heard form versus function? That's exactly what this car is. Because this section here, our producer and editor, Zach, loves this car and hates this car. This is the reason why he dislikes it. And that's because this section up here, which looks great, is completely solid. All of this that you're seeing here, this whole thing, you can't see through. Outward vision is poor, and it gets bad back here too, because if you look at the angle of the glass and the fact that it's so small, it's like looking out of the slit of a tank. It's very difficult to see out of.
Yeah. But Alex, can you walk around them a little bit? Just show the car from a little bit of a wider angle.
Yeah, it is worth looking.
I'm gonna turn the lights on, all right? Because it just enhances it. Now that's what I'm talking about. The angry face, right? The aggressive front end.
Kodo design.
Kodo. Yes.
And rider with horse, or just badass looking.
I just experienced that. I was the rider, and the horse is right here.
Indeed it is.
Yes.
This car really does have a lot going for it, but there's just something to be said about the fact that there are limited factors, right? Now, there are a couple other things we need to discuss before we wrap this up.
Yeah, the price?
That's the last thing.
Okay, what?
Who does it compete against?
Nothing. It competes against nothing, because as far as hot hatches currently are concerned...
It's not a hot hatch.
Oh,
a GTI is a hot hatch.
I want to call it a hot hatch.
It's not a damn hot... Okay, you know what it is?
What?
It's a spicy hatch.
Okay, it's a spicy meatball. But, okay, what does it compete against?
Well, that's the question.
What? Okay.
How about the Volkswagen? No. How about the
Not
Honda?
the GTI. The GTI is not an all-wheel drive car.
No. I guess it would have to be the Subaru Impreza. Or the Crosstrek XV to a lesser degree.
Yeah, but those are a little bit higher. The XV is already a crossover. I mean, it sits a little bit higher.
Sits higher. The Impreza is not that much higher than this off the ground.
No.
But it has a lot more room.
Yeah, and the Impreza, I would give it to you but no, on the looks department, no.
Not even close.
No, and just this car, I don't know.
So you're sacrificing something for the looks. So let's get down to it. What do you guys think that price was? This is the one.
All right, give me the starting price before the options.
The MSRP?
Well, what's this before all the options?
Yeah, this is the MSRP before the main options, before these things.
All right, show them. Okay.
Well, do you want to show me or want me to say it?
Just get on with it.
$28,900. This car, as it sits with all the goodies, $32,190.
What?
$32,190. That's a lot of money for this class.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. For the compact sedan or hatchback or a spicy hatch.
Now, the low 20s is where you can start with a regular one of these, right? But the reality is that you're not going to get away with getting one of these for less than about 25 if you want to get half-decent options. And one of the problems that Mazda's having in my book, aside from the fact their sales are not great, is the fact that they're pricing themselves above the competition, yet they don't offer quite as much as the competition does with standard equipment. All right, well, there you have it. It's a pricey car, but it's a really good-looking car, right?
It's kind of a contradiction. There's some good and some bad, but I like it.
Hey, guys, we're going to be testing this car in the future. We've got lots of videos on it, so don't forget to watch those as well. For the Fastlane Car, this is Nathan.
And Andre.
We'll see you next time.
And don't forget, TFLcar.com for more news, views, and real-world car reviews.